Each one of us has to engage with these. Any idea what are these? The art of? What's the word that I've written? The art of? Questioning what? Exactly! For too long we only question others. We question the boss, we question the company, we question the organization, we question the country, we question that, do, da, da, de, da. Coming from, you could have done more for me, yes or yes? Couldn't you have done more for me? And then we are alone, we say, could have done more for me, whatever is in my hand. We are generally upset. And my invitation, dear friends, look, I'm really trying to telescope quite a few conversations into this time that you and I have together. But this is very critical for you people because you fashion the future of so many people. And the best part is you don't even need to know their names. It's just who you are. If you can equip people into the art of questions, when they question themselves into asking, what else can I do to be extraordinary? That is where the journey begins. So at this very moment, I'll do a very small one, okay? You don't even need to tell me. Tell me quickly. Think of one thing which is your right. You don't need to tell me, so actually think of it. Think of one thing which is your right. ये मेरा हक बनता है. Okay? एक चीज सोच लिया आपने? Which is your right, okay? Now don't tell it to anyone. Tell me honestly. That thing which is your right, don't you have a little less than you should have? Yeah. In my case, it is true. Quite a few heads I've seen nodding. Okay, got it. Now, just keep that there. Now that same thing which is your right, which you have a little less, alter that same thing into saying that, you know what I have is a privilege. That thing, जिसको मैं सोचता हूँ मेरा हक है, जो है मेरे पास, that's a privilege. How does that same thing look to you? Lot bigger? What else? Feel a lot better? Grateful? Feel a sense of gratitude? Now, this is the source from where this conversation emanates. It is what you say it is, my friend. You say shukriya, you say thank God, you're saying it. You say kya hua yaar, you're saying it. I have discovered people who create extraordinary results are grateful for what they have and then they alter everything that is there. Did you hear what I said? Can anyone repeat what I just said? Yes? Are grateful for everything that they have and alter everything around them. You don't need to be nasty with what is there for you to alter it. You don't have to and then do something. You getting what I'm saying? Who do we do this to? Ourselves! Because in the world, nobody is listening to us. See, you guys are lucky, you people have HR and all that. People like us who are self-employed, we don't have HR. See, HR is a corporate mother, no? They go, HR will come down, we got a very good speaker. Listen, that's very nice speaker. Yeah, I know that. You know, for us, how life is? It's like saying, go out into the road and ask for, I want this. What will the people on the street say? They won't even say, they'll damn eat you. So now you're careful outside. So the fact of the matter here is, can you be grateful for what you have and then go about altering everything that you wish to do? Because for me to do that, you need a dream as a magnet. You need a dream. Dream is a magnet which pulls you out of this today. Because I got many years back that my dreams are My responsibility. And do you know, among so many people, I'm the only person whose dreams is my responsibility. For all you lucky guys, your dreams are somebody else's responsibility. Hello? No such luck, na? Ashish, you don't know the organization. Yeah, welcome. Many years back, I discovered that my dreams have to be paid for. Just checking, is it the same for you? Are you seeing an alteration of how we are looking at life? In this conversation, who is the driver? I! Who's the driver? I am the driver. I hit a bumpy road, who's going to negotiate out? I. Who's going to slow down? Who's going to speed up? Change gear? Alter direction? This game is a game of me. And that's what your game is, dear friends, because you are creating those extraordinary people who are going and stepping out into the world. They're going to create futures where they are in the driving seat. Are we getting a sense of what I'm sharing? This conversation is with the Guru. That's why I began with Naman to the Guru. Any one of you from Delhi? Happy. So I'm from Delhi. So when I meet people who are not from Delhi, I say I'm from Delhi. The people are very impressed. You can be from I'm from Delhi, capital of India, except when I meet a Delhiite. The Delhiite will immediately ask me one question. Kahan se? Correct. Which part? So I'll have to say I'm from Lakshmi Nagar. Anyone from Delhi not here? Okay. They'll say, oh, Jamna Par. So I'll tell you what. Delhi has a river. It's called Yamuna. When you're respectful towards it. But mostly when you want to be disrespectful towards people, you say Jamna. So people who, especially in the 80s, people who were from across the Jamuna were called Jamna Par. Were looked down upon, Jamna Par. Right now, Delhi has a very large heart. Right from people living in Jaipur to Agra, they all say I'm part of Delhi NCR. Okay, everybody, Delhi NCR. But Delhi nahi hai, Agra hai, no, Delhi NCR mein aata hai. But that time, Delhi was very particular. Delhi said, this is Delhi, this isn't Delhi. You're from Jamna Par. I was from Jamna Par, which was looked down upon. I looked the way I looked, and I wanted to be an actor. I promise you, Delhi is the political capital, but is politically incorrect. They used to refer to me with the color of my skin and all the other things. I discovered I can do nothing about them. All right? Right now you can be upset and say something. That time nothing was there. I discovered many years back, if people call me by the color of my skin, if I feel bad, I'm the victim. But if people call me by the color of my skin and I don't feel bad, I'm amazing. I discovered many years back that it is not in my capacity to shut a million mouths, but it is in my capacity to alter how I react to what people say to me. Yes or yes? What I got at that point was, can we read this together? 1, 2, 3. Doesn't matter what my color of skin is, doesn't matter what I look like, doesn't matter where I've studied, doesn't matter which family I'm from, doesn't matter which part of society I am. The only thing that matters is, can we just read this together? 1, 2, 3. The only thing that matters today is not your history, my friend, but that future you and I are creating. This conversation is with you, dear friends, who are instrumental in extraordinary minds creating futures. That's why I'm having this conversation with you. Just imagine if where you are, people get that they may either lament and be upset with where they came from or be charged to alter the future. Can you believe what their life would be like? Hello? Imagine if those kind of people are coming out of your institutions, who are not here to complain about what is there, but ready to alter the direction of not just themselves, but of the organization, of the country, and the world itself. Dear friends, this world belongs to those who dare. This world doesn't belong to those who complain. Are we getting a sense of it? Would you agree? Can we read this aloud? Can you replace our with mine? My choices set me apart. Would you agree? Would you agree that if the students who are stepping out of your organization get this, what will you have to teach them in life? It's all about choices, my friend. Things that I choose and things that I do not. And now comes the interesting part. Identify and I create. Who's going to identify? I'm going to identify. And who's going to create? I'm free. Have you heard of this amazing, extraordinary human being called Jean-Paul Sartre? Many years back, he used a beautiful term. He said, the modern man is condemned to be free. The modern person, none of us have said, no, I had to do it because my bada papa ji said, you have to do this. Uncle ji told me I had to do this. My mother forced me to do. No, none of you can say that, right? Lucky you. The modern man is condemned to be free. I will make my own mistakes. I shall identify. I shall create. My life is my next choice. A few years back, I was speaking with a set of people in Patna. Just before the conversation, they all sat together and then became very friendly with me and this, that, and then I said, what's going on? And they told me that what a lot of trouble they're having, going to office early morning. I have to leave my kid and this, that, and everything. And they told me a host of problems and, all of them. And then I said, I have a solution. They said, what? I said, leave your job. Because all the problems are with the job. All the problems. Because, we have to reach and, the clients are like this. I said, leave the job. You don't have to go there. You won't have these problematic clients. Kuch nahi hoga problem. No problem at all. Oh, sir. What, sir? I said, hello. Problem sunane ke liye to andar se de rahe ho, bapu. Solution ye hai. You don't like anything? Alter it. My friends, a key part of the thing that students have to really get forever is that life is choice. The idea is not to make the right choice. It's a difficult one to understand, but please get it. All of us are trying to make the right choice, yes or yes? I don't know about you, but I have very rarely made the right choice. The last right choice that I could have made was buying cryptocurrency. No jokes, A week back, Swapnil, where is Swapnil? Swapnil is here somewhere. Swapnil was telling me, sir, I think, you should have bought cryptocurrency. I said, हाँ यार, but मुझे समझ में नहीं आता. Then I heard this. I said, Swapnil, I made the right choice. Please get it. Don't try to make the right choice because you're too much pressured. I understand you and I, we are intelligent people, we know our job. Basis the information that we have, we make a choice. Yes or yes? After that, if it doesn't go your way, make the next choice. That's how you make your choices right, rather than trying to make the right choice. Dear friends, are we getting a sense of what I'm sharing? Don't pressurize the kids into saying, make the right choice, make the right choice. Saying that, ask them to make choices and make it right. I'm telling you, that I'm 56-year-old. I've done 230 plus films across 11 languages. I don't know how many films of mine have flopped. I don't know how many films of mine have worked. I am a net total of my success and failure. I have not made all right choices, but I have made all choices right because I will not whip myself for the choices that I made. I want each one of us to get that when we make the power of choice with us, what do we become? When I have the power of my choice, what am I? Leader. Isn't that what you want your students to be? Isn't that what Virtusa would want to join, for them to join? Are you getting a sense of what I'm saying? Create leaders, not the guys who get it right. And that's how I get to own my choices. Because I'm not whipping myself for the choices that I made. And I promise you, I have done such a lot of films, some films which I never wanted to do. But I got at one point that if I only wait for the right film, just to let you know, I started with a film called Drohkal. Then I did a film called Is Raat Ki Subah Nahi, Sardar and all that. I was paid hardly anything for it. In fact, when I won my national award, there was a party thrown, and I was asked to go and book a, mainland China. I went and booked a table. Because I couldn't think that how else, चार लोगों को खिला दूंगा उससे ज़्यादा क्या. And then about 30 people came, all the bigwigs, Amrish ji, Nasiruddin Shah, Om Puri, Govind Nihalani and everybody, and I didn't eat anything. Because that entire evening I was scared. How over the next 5 years will I pay this bill? Because I had no money. I had won the national award, but I had no money. Late night, as everyone was leaving and had not eaten anything, they would say, have a drink. नहीं यार, lemonade में नहीं, lemonade भी नहीं, उसमें भी पैसा लगेगा. I said, थोड़ा गर्म पानी देना, थोड़ा सा नींबू साइड में देना, मैं डाल लूँगा. I was squeezing lemon into my hot water just to save money because I didn't have money. I finally got the courage, walked up to Mr. Nihalani and I said, sir, don't mind if you can just pay the bill for today. And I didn't even know what to say. Over the next 2 years, I'll pay your bill or whatever, I didn't know. And he said, why Ashish, this is my party. I said, what? And you know what I did after that? I sat down, I said, get only whiskey and get only prawns. Only golden fried prawns and whiskey, which I otherwise can't afford. And I had that. I've seen from the nadir of my life, where I had no money, to the point when I was known, to another point in life when I had no work again. This person who's standing in front of you is an epitome of success and failure. How will it be if you can really train your students to get? It's not about success and failure, but it is about how powerful you can make your next choice. Each unique path has obstacles, my friend. There is no unique path which will be without obstacles. It's your and my ability to handle obstacles. Isn't this what comes to your mind many a times in your life? What if? What if I had done that? What about this? Does it come or not? You know what is a word for this? Can you suggest what's a word for that? If only. Regret. Does any one of you here have regret, or do all of you have regret? I have regrets. Hello? Don't we have regrets? Can I tell you something exciting about regret? The fact that you have regret means that you have the capacity to dream and you're alive. People who are dead don't have regret. If you have regret, let me invite you to the next step. That's what I do. Each day I wake up with things that I have regretted. All that I do the next moment is to replace regret with action. What happens? Who has the choice now? Who? Yes. My father should have done this, really. Tu karna. My boss should have done this, Karna. When I replace regret with action, I am the driver. I have no one to blame. Can you imagine what would be available to your students if they get that when they have regret, they have a choice to be in action? Just checking. Will this be only useful for them? Hello? Who else is this useful for? Yes, my friend. Yes. This morning is a conversation about you. Since Virtusa said that make it for their students, I'm saying it's about your students. But consider it is about a student, and that student is you. I'm a lifelong student, thanks to my father, whose name was otherwise T.K. Govindan, but he took the name Govind Vidyarthi, inspired by Ganesh Shankar Vidyarthi. I am a student for life, just like he was, till the age of 92 when he passed away. I turn regret into action each day because I am willing to learn, because I each day am exploring my facets. You heard of the diamond? What increases the value of a diamond? The facets. That's what increases its brightness. Do you know what? If somebody tries to ask me, what do I do? You know what I tell them? I'm also an actor, also a communicator, also a father, a son, a traveler, a motivator, a vlogger, and also an actor. Do you know for a fact that you are not limited to that thing which is written on your visiting card? You're also that. Can you imagine the world which is available to you when you see yourself useful in many more ways? You getting a sense of what I'm sharing? This conversation is for you to get that you will get victories in many ways. This conversation is when you can go beyond what they will say. Tell me honestly, doesn't that bother you, what they will say? Shall I tell you, if I was bothered about what they will say, I will never be able to speak to you this way. Because you're going through a lot of emotions in between. What does he think? I have no clue. I have no control over the things that you're thinking. But I have control about the direction that I wish to move. I want to just let you know, there came a time in my life, I'm opening up with you, okay? I want you to really know this. When I started off in Hindi films, and then I started around 99, I was doing the same kind of films there. I said I want to create some more opportunities for myself. I started working down south, started with Tamil, started actually with the Kannada film AK-47, then did the Tamil film called Dil, you know, and then thereafter, films after films, different languages. But the funny thing was that in Mumbai, in people around me, they were looking down upon me. I remember in parties, people would just stand in front of me and say, so Ashish, you're doing language films. And I used to feel very hurt, I used to feel very small. Till I got one day, that be it Bollywood or be it language films, both of these works put food on my table. I want you to really get that job that you're doing. They may take away your pride from it, but they will win if you lose the pride in that. I call it honor yourself. Who's going to honor you, my friend? You think somebody else is going to honor you? Do you think that this is honor enough for you? I'm inviting you, dear friend, for you to get. You are the source of your honor. How will it be if those students of yours really get that they are the source of their honor? They are not waiting for the next thing I'll get, only then will I feel honored. When they get, can we read this together? 1, 2, 3. Only I am. Only you are to your extraordinary. You are to your extraordinary. No one else is. And can you get, how many people in this room right now? Any idea? How many people in this room? Approximately, nearly 100? Can you believe, my friend, if 100 people are here, called 100 people are saying, I am committed to extraordinary. Can we just say it together? 1, 2, 3. Can you believe it as you translate it into life? What will the quality of life be just in this room? Can you believe it, my friend? I get goosebumps each time I have this conversation. It's my belief. How often do we use that last word in our life? How often do we use it? Be more ordinary, yaar. How is your day? Ordinary, yaar. How is it? Routine, yaar. Don't use this word, routine, yaar. I'll ask you, how's your day? Is a routine, yaar. You'll ask me, I'll say, routine, yaar. We are just routine. Just checking one thing quickly with you. How many of you are okay if somebody insults you? Hello? No, right? Do you know when you call your day routine, you just insulted your day? You just insulted your life. You just said, it don't matter, it doesn't matter. Are you getting a sense of what I'm sharing? When you get that your game is the extraordinary game, that's when you will get that life itself is an opportunity. You're not waiting for an opportunity. The very fact that you are doing, the very fact that you are breathing in and breathing out, it is an opportunity. My invite, therefore, dear friend, is this. What's written here? Get drenched. Bhig ja. Bhig ja, mere dost. Get drenched in the opportunity called life. As each one of you have come from very varied backgrounds, you have all collected here. Make the most of this. Not many people get this opportunity. How will it be? How many days event is this, sir? Just one day. Just one day. This day is going to expire. Imagine in just that one day, which is going to expire any moment, you will make the most of the opportunity. Am I making any sense? Now, at this very moment, can somebody share, can somebody dare to share what is opening up for you right now? Just tell me right now. Would you like to share, ma'am? Yeah. Do we have a microphone? I'll come to you, don't worry. Can you just share what are you seeing for yourself, please? Yeah, just say. Yeah, thank you. Please, thank you.
What I see is, first of all, an opportunity.
Yeah.
Right? And I always feel life is a blessing.
Wow.
And I'm always grateful every morning.
Great.
And today, especially, I hope that it's going to open up a lot of other opportunities for me.
Yeah. And it is possible.
It is possible, yes. It is possible. I feel confident, and I'm feeling confident and happy to have to be in this association.
I got that.
Yeah.
Thank you so very much. What's your name?
I'm Shobha Dhanraj.
Shobha. Thank you so very much, Shobha.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. Anybody wants to share what is opening up for you right now in this moment? Anybody? Yes, please. Aye, please. Thank you.
I take any challenge as an opportunity, sir.
Ah, got it. So any challenge which is coming your way is a possible opportunity?
Opportunity. We have to make it as an opportunity.
Fantastic.
We should not see it as a trouble.
Ah, got
That's
it.
what.
You know what he said? What's your name?
I'm Gopalakrishnan from KSR.
Okay. Gopal. What Gopal Krishnan said is something very interesting. Somebody shared with me. No opportunity is ever wasted, my friend. Some others take it. Hello? No opportunity is wasted. Just someone else takes it. Anyone else? Thank you so very much, Gopal. Anybody else who wants to share what's opening up for you at this very moment in this? Yes, please. I'll just come to you after that. Yes, please.
I'm feeling that, you are my first celebrity whom I met. and I'm feeling that you're also a normal being like all of us. There is a possibility for us to explore and to become like you. Thank you.
so very much. Really appreciate. What's your name?
Kishore.
Kishore. Thank you so much, Kishore. A very powerful thing what Kishore has said. Remember, I discovered that a few years back. You and I, each one of us is ordinary. Only we are playing games which are extraordinary. Yes, you wanted to share something.
Everybody are here liable, in a professional life, but everybody has their passion. But I wish that the passion to be out for ourselves.
Beautiful. May I have your name, please?
I'm Kiran Kumar from Malla Reddy Group.
Okay, Kiran Kumar from Malla Reddy. Now, he shared something very, very interesting. Yes, one second. There was some lady who had just shouted out. Was someone here? Yes, ma'am. I'll just come to you after that. My friend, when we say get drenched in possibilities, possibilities are deep within us. They are the passions which we are hiding. Allow it to come out. Allow it to show up in life. And I promise you, those are going to impact your professional and personal life. Ma'am.
Hello, sir. Sir, I'm Shikha. I'm from VJIT. I lost my dad 5 years back, and I lost my mom 5 months back. So what I understand with this is, first of all, I am very much grateful for my life, and if I'm alive, I can do anything.
Wow.
I believe that.
Wow, wow, wow. Can we have, yes, can we hear it? Can we hear it? Even as I'm going to come further, do you know what the next slide is? What does it say? Hunger. I'm going to come further to the next set of questions. Hunger. My friend, hunger is at the core of everything. Now, this conversation can go on much longer, but I'm sorry I have a time constraint. I wanted to end this conversation on this one word. All right? I want to ask you at this very moment, if you can all just shut your eyes. All of you, please just shut your eyes. And remember the time that you did not have a job. Please shut your eyes. Just recall that period when you did not have a job, when you did not know how you would bring the next meal to your table, take care of your loved ones. I want to let you know, you had nothing but that one thing called hunger. Bhuk. I want you to really connect to that hunger. That hunger is going to take you and your game to the next level in life. My friends, you may slowly open your eyes and get one thing. Each day in my life, after having done the 200 plus films or the thousands of organizations that I've spoken to, each morning, day, afternoon, night, I connect to my... Speak it out. To whose hunger? I can't hear you. I can't hear you. My hunger! It's funny that I'm speaking about hunger to people who already are satiated. Get hungry, my friend. I want you to gift hunger to your students. I'll end with one thought and I'll let you know. When I go and speak to the biggest of the organization, I tell them, the hungry need no motivation. Are you there with me? Each morning, I'm letting you into a secret. Each morning, as I step out of home and there is somebody greeting me, or I come out of the street, somebody greets me, even as that person is looking at somebody who is somebody, this somebody is stepping out with? भूख है मुझे दोस्त. I am here to gift you, because I know with this hunger you will alter the future. I'm extremely privileged, dear friend, to be here amidst you, because for me you are the beacon with which the future moves. Do you know what you are causing each day at your work? You're causing futures to be altered. Not just for organizations, not just for countries, but for families. The students who go out of your institution, they bring hope to their family. In a country like ours, we need hope, yes or yes? We need food, yes or yes? We need education, yes or yes? You are the harbinger of that. Today, as I complete this conversation, I want to promise you one thing. If you keep your hunger alive, your day will never look dreary ever again. Each day will be extraordinary because you're hungry to create something extraordinary. And that is what I want you to gift your students. I'm extremely grateful to Virtusa for having allowed me to have this conversation with you. I'm very clear that Virtusa stands for a quality and a standard, not just for itself, but people who join it. Your lucky students get here. They create a future which otherwise they would have waited years for here. So, more power to you as you create more hunger. And as I am here, I want you to get the privilege of life itself. So can we begin that music, that last piece of music? We have not rehearsed, so I hope they get the music right. But that's how life is. Life is, no, the second music. Yeah? Life is what happens when you are waiting for it. I want you to leave this room happy that you're alive. Please play the music. Knowing fully well that there are many who have left, but they have left us to do the honors. Will the music play? Once again, let's get the music playing, it's important. The second music is on. Do we have the second music on? No, we don't have the second music? Okay, one sec. But till then, what we are connecting right now is the privilege of life itself. Mart spoke very beautifully about the very fact that we are alive. I know each one of us has targets in life and people sometimes force us to fulfill the targets. But never ever forget, my friend, you have to love yourself. And one way of loving yourself is to love your life. We end up loving others' life. You know? You say, you're so lucky that you have that. You're so lucky that you have that. The day I discovered that when I can love my life, I can create wonders. If you don't have the music, I'll play it elsewhere. You got it? Shut up, then play it. So they told me something fantastic. I asked a stupid question. I said, do you have the music? They said, yes. No, but play it now. Do we have a problem? Achha, they are deliberately making sure that it goes so that I don't come close to them. I know your tact. Boss, otherwise I'll play it here. Once again, let's see who gets it out first.